Cat and Mouse in Partnership. Written by Super Alex 64. The bold, blood-red lettering appeared as soon as the film faded to black, as the film's haunting theme began to play over the end credits. The poor viewer, a small gray mouse dressed in a blue fedora and a white trench coat, was shakingly cowering behind the couch. This film, loosely based on an old fairy tale, was easily one of the most terrifying things he'd ever lay his eyes on. He didn't want to watch it, but one of his cousins had directed it and had asked him, of all people, to preview it before it hit theaters. Why him? He's no film critic. He's a detective, for crying out loud. Their cousin Doug, the film critic, why not ask him to watch this nightmare story? But no, he said, the mouse remembered. You'll learn something about the facts of life, the film director had claimed. Learn what? All this film had showed us that cats will deceive you, even if they try to make friends with one, and will probably eat you in the end. What could he possibly learn from this? Oh, now he got it. His best friend and partner was a cat. A reddish-brown cat who tended to wear a green deerskin cap and a white trench coat. Sure, he's the one who's in command, while he, the mouse, follows his orders, but so what? Well, his family was rather shocked and equally horrified when they learned of this partnership, as it was almost unheard of. Sometimes he hated his ancestors. Whatever, it was late, and he had to get up bright and early the next morning for his job. So, it was time for this little mouse to get some shut-eye. Oh, if only. Because of that movie, he was tossing and turning, suffering from this nightmare. There, he was walking into the office where he and his partner worked and noticed him staring at the wall with his arms behind his back. So naturally, the mouse greeted him as cheerful as he can be. Big mistake. Without looking at him, the cat said his hellos, but there was something about his voice, something rather malicious. Slowly, he turned to face his mousy partner, and the mouse saw the nasty gleam in those green eyes with those eerily still pupils. Wait, since when did his pupils look like that? The mouse asked himself, frightened, as his partner slowly walked up to him, long black claws extending, smiling with the white fangs shining through. Was it him, or was this cat growing taller? No, he's shrinking! The cat licked his lips, but when he tried to reason with his friend, the mouse found he couldn't speak. His voice came out in squeaks. Suddenly, the cat pounced, and the mouse shot up out of bed, screaming his head off. Soon his screams faded into loud panting as he glanced at his clock. Groaning, he fell back into bed, covering his head with his pillow, as he still had hours to go before it was time to wake up. The next morning, the mouse went to work, and Mr. Coffee unfortunately couldn't save him from his exhaustion. Somehow, managing to walk into the building without collapsing, he entered the office, and there the cat stood, staring at the wall with his arms behind his back. The mouse, nervously gulping, tried to croak out his greeting, to which the cat gladly returned, though he looked at him oddly. This naturally scared the poor mouse, as he was reminded of both the nightmare and the horror movie. Now the cat was walking up and put his paw on his partner's shoulders. Now the mouse was whimpering as the cat asked in a concerned voice, "What's wrong?" In a sudden fit of terror, the mouse revealed everything. The movie, the nightmares, his fears, though his friend's reaction was unexpected. He laughed. He laughed at his friend's fears, somehow reassuring him, causing those fears to melt away. After all, sure, his friend's a cat, and his ancestors would naturally chase his hunt. But it's time to nip the times and leave those old superstitions behind. Feeling better, the mouse decided that he should have a little chat with his filmmaking cousin. The end.